Good morning everyone, thanks for tuning into our vlog today. It's a beautiful day here in Sumatra, Indonesia. Today we're going to head to a cafe to do some work this morning, so we have some work to do. And then after that we're going to go and surf and show you a bit more of the island here where we are. Kim is just going to do some yoga quickly and I'm going to try and get some more editing and pack up the stuff, have a shower. Kind of woke up, my hair is a mess. So basically the purpose of this vlog is to show you that there are many beautiful places around Indonesia. You don't just have to get stuck in Bali. Basically you can go to all these different beautiful places. There's just as many waves. There's of course not as many luxuries. You're gonna give up like many nice cafes, but in return you're gonna get extremely nice people, of rich cultural experience, and you're also gonna get uncrowded waves. If you're watching this, you're probably watching this because you saw a title, Not Bali, and Indonesia is not Bali. Yes, there is certain culture within Bali and I highly recommend experiencing Bali, but don't get stuck there. Try and travel throughout Indonesia and experience some more of what Indonesia has to offer. We're at Leafy's Cafe. They have like a chain of cafes around the area and they're probably like one of the better ones around. They're at this beach called Mandiri Beach, and basically this beach is really cool because it's a beach break and you have multiple different peaks all up and down the beach. So you have the cafe right over there, you have the beach right over here, and you can come in and have a surf in the morning and then go to the cafe afterwards, which is pretty nice.
The cow's going on a walk. That this whole area, this Mandiri Beach area, they actually have a lot of super nice villas. Like, we can't afford to stay here. It's like more than California prices a month for this particular one, but there are a bunch of other really nice villas all the way down here on the beach. You don't have to stay at kind of more basic accommodation like we're staying at. They do have super nice, really cool Instagrammable villas here, like you would find in Bali basically. And here is Leafy's Cafe. And there's my fiance. So we just got into the town of Krui, which is where Jordy is going to surf right now. There is a left-hand wave here called Krui Left, and there's also a right-hand wave called Krui Right.
Oh, that's a sick one. Okay, so we're in the Krui area, which is like 30-minute drive from the Ujung Bocho area. There's a bunch of waves here as well, and there's a bunch of accommodation and stuff. This area is a little bit more populated, so there's like more locals and more hotel presence. So they have a bunch of different places to stay and they're all like right on the beach. And there's a couple different waves. There's some waves further up the point. There's two more advanced waves. Then there's like Krui Peak, which is a left and a right. Krui Left, which is a left. A shallow left that breaks. And then Krui Bowl. And then all the way down the beach, there's Krui Right as well, which can all be fun on its day.
Down here by Krui Left, there's this really nice area with lots of shade. It's a nice little boardwalk where you can hang out and watch the surf. So I'm just gonna sit here, film Jordy surfing, and I'm also gonna have a coconut. I don't want you to get the wrong impression or anything that we maybe like hate Bali, because we actually really like Bali. We went there last November, spent a couple of months in Uluwatu, and we went to Ubud to the yoga barn. So we did yoga for like 2 weeks, which we don't usually do, so that was really cool. We really loved it, but when we were there, we actually got really lucky because it still was during Corona times, and so everything was super not crowded. We were going to these waterfalls and to these surf breaks and even to the yoga barn, which are all places that are usually super crowded. We had an amazing experience. There were usually like, we were the only people at a waterfall, or we were the only people out in the surf, which definitely doesn't happen in Bali anymore. And I guess Jordy's already said this, but that's basically why we wanted to make this video, is to show you that there's other places in Indonesia that aren't very crowded. Granted, this place can get a little bit more crowded because it's still Corona times, but it's not nearly as crowded as places in Bali would be. You can do it for maybe cheaper, less crowded, and in just a more adventurous way overall. Crowded.
One of the reasons why we really like this place, there's been no people. And I mean, we were in Bali now during the lockdown as well, but you know, there were still a ton of people in the water, and here you just kind of get to surf all by yourself. So if that's something that you really enjoy, then this area in South Sumatra is definitely one of the areas to come. It's just so quiet, you know, like it's just so enjoyable because you're close to nature. The amount of nature here is unreal.
Ah, Savannah!
So right now I'm gonna paddle out here and show you what the surf is like here by myself.
Of the entire area that we're in, of all the surf spots. So right now we're eating lunch at Be Ocean Cruy. And then the other interesting thing I wanted to point out is this is basically the entire collection of Western restaurants that are here. Lonnie's, which has really good pizza and burgers. There's Leafy's Cafe, which we were at earlier today. Be Ocean, which is where we are eating lunch right now. But there's a lot of cool local food as well. Between these three restaurants, you can get a really nice experience, and there's lots of things to try. And you can kind of have that a little bit more Western feel in addition to the more local feel.
Had lunch here at Be Ocean. So yeah, so this place is a little bit further up the point than where we just were, and there's super nice accommodation. You can see it behind me here. A place like this in Bali would be costing like a ridiculous amount of money considering its location. Here in Sumatra, you know, you can get like a similar thing for a fraction of the cost.
Jordy says that I'm gonna get barreled.
Right in front of this place. Maybe you can find places in Bali that are like the same price for a similar accommodation, but you're not gonna find them right on the beach. You're not gonna find them with a great wave right in front. You're gonna pay a ton of money. And an empty wave.
I mean, who's gonna be surfing this? Like the There's like 2 or 3 people staying here right now.
And then you have another wave just over there, that's Kuri, and that's the peak. So that's like a right and a left, but mostly a right. Oh, Kim, do you see up in the tree there? Look, it's Frank. Frank! Frank! Frank, come over here, Frank, come here.